guys, Geeka here, back with another video, and today we are going to be taking the carburetor out of the blaster, and we're going to be cleaning it out, just having a couple like bogging issues, and then it won't stay running, so we're going to figure that out. I'll show you guys real quick just what I did to at least like take it out, and then we'll go ahead and start tearing it apart. So as you guys can see, I took it off from here already. Basically all I did was loosen this, and then the one that was also the little clamp on the left side, and then the little clamp on the right side, but mine didn't have one, so I got to put one on. And then I took off the little gas line, and then that was pretty much it. So this was in there like that. So there's 4 screws on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then this comes off, and then we're just looking at this right here. So there's your float, and then this is one of the injectors or the jets. So now what we're gonna do is pretty much disassemble it and clean it all out. So this comes out, so it just slides up. And then there's this. This is going to unscrew, and then it has a washer with it. So make sure you keep those together. And then to take this off, it has a little slot right here. I'm just going to use a flathead tiny screwdriver I have. And then basically pinch it and pull it off to the side. So we're gonna slide it out. I'll just put this over here, and then this is gonna slide up. And you want to take this out. That goes with that. And then also what we're going to do is unscrew this. We're going to unscrew this. That kind of fell off. Then it has this little like basically like a clamp that'll hold it, because we're gonna take this out. Oh yeah, and then there's another jet right here. So typically it's not supposed to come out like that. You have to put this in here and then turn it a couple of times and then it'll come out. So I found out that my issue was this wasn't even on. It wasn't even screwed in or nothing. But so now I'm gonna go ahead and push this with right here. I'm gonna push this if I can. Basically, so basically I want to get this out through here because I want to clean that. Not 100% how to do this, but oh, maybe that works. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Oh, it's still in there. Alright. So see, these won't focus. But as you can see right there, it has a bunch of little holes on the side. Basically, you don't want those to be all clogged up. So that's something else we're gonna clean. I don't think I'm gonna clean this. Oh yeah, and then here's your idler screw. Might want to clean this. It should have a little spring on it. There we go. So there's the spring. So those are all the pieces we're gonna clean. And then obviously you want to like just spray all in here, all through the little vents that it has. Basically just everywhere. Like right here, in here. But the main parts are all these, which that's what we're gonna go and clean right now. So just like how I was saying, just getting through all the little holes. Careful because this stuff does burn. Alright. Then, like in the little holes, that's where you want to get it, because all this is supposed to be not clogged, which it's really hard to tell. Oh no, we're good. So yeah, just spraying the little holes of the jets. So we should be good. And I'm just using some regular carburetor cleaner, because obviously it is a carburetor. So let's put it back together. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put this thing back together. We have to do this through the top. So this is the bottom, which it's gonna get very tricky. I assume the same way I put it in, or took it out, same way I'm putting it back. A couple of good hits in there, and it's in. Alright, so now, it's too small, but right there you can see, so there's a guide. Okay, so now it's exactly where we want it to be. So remember the washer, and this one will go right here. And then this piece, it's gonna go back in here. Pretty much just a little snug. Okay, and then the small one, the threads go facing down. And then you're gonna go in here. So for the float, there's this that you're gonna put right on it. You're gonna slide it in the middle, so it's just kind of hanging there. You gotta make sure that the bigger piece is pointing down. Then you're gonna slide this on through the top. And then the little pin. Alright. Then you want to make sure that's all the way in. Alright, so the last step after you put on the float, then you're going to want to put this back on. Make sure it goes in the little tube here. The other tube goes in the tube. That makes sense. Then the last thing is to put this back on. Same way you took it off. There's 4 bolts. We gotta screw back on. There's the idle screw. And what I was reading on the forums is that everybody says to tighten it all the way. So that's all the way. And then to do 2.5 turns out to get it back to stock. So that's half a turn. That's 1 turn. 1.5. 2.5. So we're going to leave it somewhere about there. Alright. So it looks like everything's put back together. So we should be able to put it on. So to put it back on, same way we took it off, which was this way. So first thing I'm going to do is put this back in here. Okay, so that's in there. Then I'll swing this one over. Alright. Alright you guys, so there you saw it. The blaster is now running way better than before. All I did was the carburetor clean, and then that jet that was loose, that wasn't even in place, I adjusted the idle to stock, and it sounds way better. It stays running. It didn't do that before. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Peace.